Welcome to another episode of the Sitdown Studio. I'm here with Erika Bojorque, streamer. She's a streamer, and she's a really good stream. I feel like I just said streamer like three times. My bad, but yeah, she's a streamer. Like I feel like I over elaborated, but she's a streamer.
Hi
How you
guys.
doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. What time is it for you? Because I know you said you're in Vegas, right?
It's Vegas right now. It's 7:59, so 8 p.m.
Oh my, the day went by quick, honestly. But I wanted to ask, because I remember in a previous conversation we've had before, you told me that you grew up in Ecuador, correct?
Yes, I bet.
So, when did you move from Ecuador to Vegas, the United States, or just in general?
So I moved to Vegas like 7, almost 8 years ago.
Hmm.
So I was 12 at the time. I was about to turn 13. So as soon as I got here, I turned like 13 a month after. I'm 20 right now. So it's been like 7.5 years.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess we could say that I grew up half of my life there and then half of my life here.
Hmm. And what do you think the hardest part from moving from Ecuador to Vegas was, you think?
A lot of things. So first of all, leaving my family, of course,
Hmm.
not seeing them. The language, I didn't know any English at the time, like anything. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't speak it. I still struggle sometimes, but it's been 7 years. I guess I've made a progress. But the culture too, it's very different. The food, oh my God, there's such a difference.
Yeah.
And food there is like organic mostly, like
Mhm.
everything. And here it's like really hard to get like organic food. That
Yeah.
was one of the things. So yeah, I think that was the hardest part, definitely.
Mhm. One thing I noticed, um, especially like growing up and as time went on, like I got older and everything, it feels like when you're trying to get like healthy food, it's more expensive. But the stuff that you shouldn't be eating is cheaper. I don't know if you like noticed that, like over here in the US.
I
Like,
did, and that's really bad. It shouldn't be
mhm.
like that.
But
It
I
should,
mean, you said
and
it
there
shouldn't be.
there is like the complete opposite, literally.
Mhm.
Like if you go there and you want like processed food, it's more expensive. And
Mhm.
if you just want like, organic food, it's you can get it from anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of markets like in like almost every corner, everything's fresh. And yeah.
So there's a lot of more markets over there. Is there like a lot of I'm assuming there's restaurants, right? But is there like I guess fast foods or anything like that over there?
There is, yeah. But you know what's really funny? So let's say here McDonald's, it's like, like the worst fast food that you can eat. Over
Mhm.
there, they make it so good, like so
Mhm.
good, and people go there on like a special occasions. I mean, they don't go to like dine in, no, but it's
Mhm.
like what you eat with your family when you like after you go to church on a Sunday or something like that, right? Like people love that over there. It's like, I don't know, for them it's like so good. But when I came here, for them it was like, oh, what is that, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just so funny. But
Mhm.
yeah, there is like fast foods, but of course like there's not all the chains that are here. Like some
Mhm.
of them are there, some of them are, like just local fast food, which is really good by the way. Local Ecuadorian food is so good. It's great. I love it.
So basically what you're saying is like Arby's, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, whatever you could think of over there is a five-star restaurant, but over here it's not the greatest thing to eat, basically.
I wouldn't say it's a five-star restaurant,
Mhm.
but people just see it as like something that they really look forward to
Yeah.
eating in the weekend, right? Like it's
Mhm.
not like a five-star restaurant. Of course, there is like five-star restaurants over there,
Mhm.
but people just really like it. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a different feeling, you know?
Mhm.
Like, and I'm sure that when I go there, it's gonna feel the same way. But when
Mhm.
I'm here, I'm just like I don't want to eat it. Like
Right.
it's like the way they make it. It changes a lot.
Yeah. I feel like when you know what you're eating, it makes a huge difference because I don't know, like have you seen those like videos on your For You page of like how fast foods they be making like their foods, their burgers and stuff like that, it be
Yeah,
looking kind of gross. So I
yeah.
haven't had Jack in the Box because I used to go to Jack in the Box a lot when I was little, and even recently, past couple of years. But I haven't been there in a good year and a half because I don't know. I'm trying to eat more like healthier, and that's nice to see that there's a whole, I guess you could say, a country that trying to think of a way to put it that cares about what they're putting into their system when they eat. Because if you eat a bunch of bad stuff, that's how you die quicker. If you eat healthier, you live longer. So that's pretty cool. What do you think shocked you the most? When you first got to the U.S. from Ecuador, like aside from the foods and stuff.
The language,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, the language.
It was a complete shock.
Hmm.
Like, I didn't understand anything. I thought that I knew English when I
Hmm.
was there because, I was taking classes and stuff like that. And I would like participate in like some contests and stuff like that, like spelling bee, da da da.
Yeah.
So I thought I knew, and then when I came here and people would talk to me, I wouldn't understand anything. And then I wasn't able to communicate. It was just a complete shock. Like, I
Mhm.
didn't know that it was going to be like that. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I know a little bit of English. No. So I got here when I was in middle school, but in Ecuador, there's like 13 grades. Here there are 12. So I was in middle school just for like a few months.
Mhm.
Luckily, I made friends the first day, and then they've been my friends for like 7 years. So I was lucky with that.
Mhm.
But they spoke Spanish. So they really helped me through like just talking to the teachers, getting to know new people. It was really hard in the beginning. And then when I started to understand and like learn more English, wasn't my first year, like my freshman year. Um, but I was really afraid to speak it because I was like very insecure of my accent, and like I was afraid that I don't know, that I would forget about words. So then it was more insecurity, like other than not knowing, because at that point I already knew, like I already had learned so much, by being in school and having to pass my classes. I didn't take any like English classes or anything. I
Yeah.
just kind of like, high school was my like English school, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like the biggest shock. Also, people are really different. So in Ecuador, I noticed that people are like more friendly, and then here they're a little bit more like, I don't want to say rude. I don't want to say that. Some people are really nice, but they're like more. They're not like that with everybody, which makes
Right.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Um, but over there, people are nice to everybody. Like, like you just like you meet a person at the store and you become friends and you talk about everything. And here it's not the same. So that was a big shock too. Another thing, people are really like independent, which I really like. But obviously I was, 12 years old when I came here.
Right.
Um, so I guess I was changing and like growing and becoming like a teenager at the time, but also I was going through the changes of like being in a different country, learning a new language, a new culture, everything. So it was just like a lot of changes going on at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I had a couple of friends, because I went to a Catholic school growing up. Um, I remember there was this one kid that was in my class, and at the time, like I was like, wait, why did they hold him back? But I remember, he came from another country. I think it was actually Mexico. And his English wasn't that like, great. Like it was good, but it was like, like he was like mixing up words, like the meanings of them and stuff. So then like they held him back a year for him to catch up. Did anything like that happen to you? Did they like, I guess, hold you back like a year
It
to
was it was the opposite. So like
was it?
it took me one year up, but it
Hmm.
was because in Ecuador there's 13 grades
Hmm.
and there's 12. So I was supposed to be like, like 1 year up. So that's what happened.
Right.
So because I graduated when I was 17, right? And most people
Hmm.
graduate when they're like 18, almost 19.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I graduated when I had just turned 17. So I technically like graduated early. So yeah.
Hey, I mean that's a bonus. You came here to the US and then you got finished with school quicker. So I mean, a win is a
Yeah,
win, right?
yeah, it is.
Um, how did it feel being like, I guess, one of the um younger people when, you walked the graduation stage, I'm assuming. Well, what year did you graduate?
I think it was 2023. It was
Okay.
3 years ago.
So
I
it
would
was
say.
like post-COVID then. Did you guys like have a graduation ceremony and all that?
We did, yes.
Mhm. But like, what was that like, walking that stage, like I said, being one of the younger people to, graduate in your class?
Well, I guess it's kind of an advantage because
Hmm.
you technically get more time to like figure out what you want to do.
Hmm.
And even if you take a year, you're still on time. I
Right.
know that like in specific time to do things, but like the system, how it is, like
Hmm.
you go to high school, you graduate, you go to college, this and that. It's like a very traditional path, right? So I
Right.
guess I was feeling like some kind of pressure.
Hmm.
Like it's funny because you would think, oh, like you're the youngest, you probably feel like, that you have some kind of advantage. And I felt that way in the beginning, but then I felt the pressure because I was like, everybody else knows what they want to do, and I have no idea. Right. But it was because obviously I'm way younger than them, and it took them a long time to figure it out too. Um, so like I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like a lot of things changed in my life since I got here,
Hmm.
like with my family and everything. So by the time I was about to graduate, like a year before, like in my yeah, like a year before, I thought that I was gonna go to college and do all these things. I had like a plan, and then everything changed. And then if I wanted to go to college, then I was supposed to pay for my own college and all of those things. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what am I gonna do? So then what I did, it was like I started working and everything. But then I was like, but I don't know if I want to go to college, right?
Right.
And I took a few months. I took like 6 months or something.
Hmm.
Then I started going to like a community college. I started going for hospitality. I didn't like it. I studied for like 2 years. And when I was about to, transition to like actually taking classes about my career, I was like, I don't want to do this. So I took a break and then I just decided to like go out and find new opportunities, learn new things, see what I want to do. And I guess there was some kind of pressure because I see all my friends right like accomplishing things.
Hmm.
So being the youngest in like a group of friends that are older than you could be good, but at the same time you feel the pressure, but then you realize, oh wait, like I'm way younger, but you feel that you're like the same age as them, right? Like at some
Yeah.
point sometimes I feel like I'm 25 and I'm 20,
Right.
So
I
yeah.
mean, also too, like, I feel like, because you said you feel like you're 25, even though you're 20. I feel like it
Yeah.
also comes down to the way you carry yourself too, like a person carries himself. Like, if they act more mature, if they have, if they're like more organized and I'm trying to think of the word, but it's not coming to me. I think basically the easiest way to say it, if you act more mature, you're gonna feel, more mature, more older. So I think, that also has a, um, impact on it too, because have you heard of that saying, you are who you surround yourself by, something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So you grew up with, I guess, well, you graduated with people that are older than you. So you have, I guess, I'm gonna put it this way, because you're 20 right now, right?
Yes.
Um, you view things differently than a 20-year-old that graduated a year after you or 2 years after you, et cetera, like um
Absolutely.
I feel like that has an impact too. But is TikTok one of those things that you discovered like recently, like when you realize you're like, I don't know if I wanna, what'd you say? You didn't know if you wanted to go to school and all that?
Yes.
Is that something
So
you discovered?
I I actually started streaming a month ago, literally just a
Mhm.
month. And I knew since the beginning that I didn't want to follow the traditional path, but
Mhm.
I had to have some kind of excuse, right? Like, okay, I don't want to do this, but I want to do that. And at some point, I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. But I
Mhm.
was like, I know that I don't want to go to college and I really don't want to follow a career. And I know that that's not something that people say and it's very like controversial, but I really don't want to do it. Like, I feel like there's so many opportunities and that you can actually, like, I feel like if you want to go to school, that's fine. If that's what you really want to do, if you
Yeah.
have a career you're passionate about, but don't do it just because your family tells you to, or because your friends do it, or because it just is the traditional path. Like, do it because you really want to do it. Like, especially for me, it was a really big decision to make because if I go to school, I need to pay for my own school. So
Right.
then I was like, I want to do that. Like, I have no problem with investing in my education, but then I have to know what I want to study and really like it, right?
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people go to school, study a career just to earn good money. I don't want to be those kind of people. I want to do something that I really enjoy. Of course, I know it's not going to be easy and it's probably going to take me longer than most people. Who knows? I mean, you never know.
Mhm.
But I really don't want to follow the traditional path. So I just decided to take a break from school. And then I was like, let's see if I, go back to school later. I might, but no, not like as a career, just like learn something new and Um, but yeah, TikTok, it was really funny because I met a girl, like I was in Sephora. It was so random. And then this girl approaches me and she's like, hi, do you speak Spanish? And I was like, yeah. We started talking, we became friends, and then she turned out to be a TikToker, right? So
Mhm.
then she told me about it, and it's so funny because I had been thinking for so long, for like no months, years. Like I always knew what I wanted to do. I was just like way too afraid to tell people, like, hey, you know what? I want to be a TikToker, right? Because
Right.
everybody's gonna laugh in your face, everybody's gonna be like, why don't you just go to college, right?
Mhm.
And then I met her. She told me like, hey, like I'm doing really good. Like I don't have a ton of followers and I'm still doing good. Like I feel like if you invest the time, it's gonna be something really good for you. And I was like, this is my sign. Like I need to do it like right now. I was too afraid to do it. I took like about like a few weeks. One day I didn't think about it. I just put my phone. I turned on live and I remember like 200 people like joined to my live and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I don't know what to say. And then it's not a lot of people, but at the same time it is if you're new at it.
I
So I was
mean,
like,
you put 200 people in a room, you put 200 people in your room, you're gonna be like, oh shoot, there's a lot of people in here. So,
exactly. And you don't think about it that way because it's like you're just talking to a phone, right? So you
right.
don't think like, oh, 200 people are like watching my live right now. But like you said, if you put all of them in a room, then you would see that it is an accomplishment. It is hard to talk to 200 people and not get nervous, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, for some reason, I didn't get nervous. I guess I'm like really outgoing. I love talking to people in general. Like, I find a person on the street and I talk to them. I find someone at the store and I compliment their shoes and I talk to them. Like, I'm just like that. I really like talking to people and just sharing like a conversation and creating connections, right? But I was like, I didn't think much about it. I just turned on the camera and I was like, oh my God, like this life went really good. Should I do this daily? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this every day. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm still growing. Obviously, it's been a month, but I've been growing like followers and I've been not just followers, like I've been creating a community that like I know their names and we talk about things and like they really support me.
Mhm.
Um, so so yeah, like it's been something really nice. And also it came in like the perfect time, like just when I needed it, because I remember the reason why I started doing this is because I was in a relationship right like just a couple months
Yeah.
ago. And I remember that it was, I think it was when I started, it was like a few weeks after my birthday. So I had just turned 20. And I had all these plans with this person, right? And then it just ended because of something really bad. And then I used to do everything with him and I didn't have time for myself. So like I really wanted to do like live streaming and TikToks, but I would spend all my time with him. And then when the relationship ended, it was like, okay, now it's my time to do my thing and to like focus on myself and really do something. Now I have the time, I have no excuse.
Mhm.
So that's why I started. And like it was something that really helped me going through it because I met a lot of people, I made a lot of friends. I felt like that company, you know, and then it really helped me like, and it started to become more than like it's not like a project anymore. It's just like I just really enjoy doing it. I
Right.
love it.
But
Yeah.
I know you mentioned, you were in a relationship, you did damn near everything with them, right? Like you would spend a lot of time with them. I think that's what you were implying. Um, for those, for people that are watching this that like are in relationships or are in talking stages or situationships and stuff like that, how important do you feel it is for, yeah, you want to spend as much time with that person, but do you feel like it's important for you to like, I guess, spend time apart? That way, you have time for yourselves and essentially you're able to miss that person because if you can't naturally miss that person, isn't that like how you get like burnout or whatever? Like if you're
Yeah.
always with them and stuff? Like, what are your opinions on that?
Well, it's really funny because it's like we wouldn't see each other every day or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I would, and like this is really hard to say because it's the first time that I admit it, but I would sit around waiting for him to call me and make plans, or I
Mhm.
would sit around for him to call me and me being available, right? Like I would
Right.
not go to the gym and just sit in my house to see if he would call me or if he would text me or if he would like remember about me, which is, is really sad to say, but like at the moment I would see it as like, oh, this is what a relationship is like, right? Like just sitting around waiting for someone. No, it's not supposed to be that way. You
Yeah.
can actually have a healthy relationship and, you know, um, but I think it's really important to spend time apart. Even though this relationship didn't go the way that I was planning for it to go,
Right.
uh, it really taught me a lot of things. And one of the things was that it's really important to spend time apart. Him
Hmm.
and I had a good relationship. I'm not gonna lie. He
Hmm.
was like my best friend. And the reason why it was, yeah, because we spent time apart, but I feel like I didn't have time for myself because I didn't want to make plans to be available, right? Which is
Right.
something you should never do. Don't
Mhm.
do that. It's really bad. But I guess I had to work in a lot of things. And then it really, like being in that relationship, it really helped me to like spend time with myself and just understand that at the end of the day, I cannot be sitting around waiting for a person. I have to get my life together. I have to follow my dreams. I have to do things for myself, go to the gym,
Right.
go for a walk, do something for myself. Because if you're at mercy of things you cannot control, you're always gonna, I mean, if you are always expecting people to do certain things for you, you're at mercy of what they do.
Right.
And like, if you are always waiting for someone to show up for you, it's just you're gonna feel frustrated when they don't do it. And it's really selfish to think that way, actually, too. It's like you're expecting someone to do what you want, and when they don't do it, you feel frustrated, you feel sad, you feel even mad at them. So it's really important to spend time apart. If you're in a relationship, it's really important to, of course, spend time together, but also spend time apart.
Hmm.
That really shows you if you're with the right person or not.
Yeah.
Because when you're when you see that person every day, you might not realize the things that you don't like or the things that don't work in the relationship. But when you spend time apart, it's when you have time to think, like, is this really working or not? How does this feel? How do I feel when I'm not with this person? Do I feel anxious or do I just feel at peace that this relationship is going good? And then most of the times I would feel anxious, right? And I didn't know why. Until later on, I realized that there was a lot of things in the relationship going on that I never really saw because I was too afraid to just sit and actually like feel my feelings, right? Like, and accept things how they are. Sometimes we just try to sugarcoat a relationship and or like idolize the person, but you gotta
Right.
be honest with yourself. And sometimes you're not gonna like that, but it's really important. I
You
guess
got
like yeah,
you got to think about like, if that's really because like I don't know about you, but I feel like when you date or whatever, like the whole goal is date to marry, right?
of course.
Um, so if you can't like, you got to sit and think, and if you can't envision the future with that person, why are you even wasting your time? And why are you wasting their time, correct? I mean, what are your like do you agree with that too?
I do. And I mean,
Mhm.
like, definitely when I start talking to someone, like, I might be too intense for that, but even when I just like start talking to someone,
Mhm.
Like I really want to marry that person. Like I don't waste my time with people. If I'm talking to
Right.
you, giving you my time is because I care for you. I want you as a friend, or I want you in my life for the long term, right? Like for a boyfriend, husband, whatever. Like it's because I see a future with you. Otherwise, I'm not gonna waste my time. But it's like sad because not everybody thinks like that.
Mhm.
So sometimes you get into a relationship thinking, oh, he obviously wants what I want, right?
Right.
And then down the road, you realize that no, they don't want the same thing that you do. So that's why it's really important to take your time to get to know a person. Because I started this relationship way too fast. We
Mhm.
met on an app, literally, we met. And then 3 weeks after we started dating. So we didn't really know each other, right? Which it wasn't even like 3 weeks of like constantly seeing each other. It was 3 weekends of seeing each other. So now that I think about it, it's really crazy. And that was way too fast. And
Mhm.
if I would have taken my time to get to know that person, I would have realized that that was not going to be the person that I was going to marry
Mhm.
because the red flags were there. I just didn't want to see them, or I didn't have enough time to see them.
Right.
I have a really big heart, so sometimes I try
Oh, yeah.
to see the best out of people, right? But
Mhm.
sometimes if they're a walking red flag, they're just a walking red flag, and you gotta see it that way.
Yeah.
And you can do for them. They're just the way they are, and if they want to change, they're gonna do it because they want to, not because you tell them to. Don't waste your time making someone your project.
All right. That's a really good way to put it, you know. A
Yeah,
strong a strong choice of words, but that's a great way to put it, you know.
it is.
Um, shit. What I was gonna say is so it's important to get to know the person. I guess, spend time apart too, right? That way you have
Yeah,
time to be able to miss them. And then also too, like communication is key.
yeah,
Like whatever you're thinking, you want to know what the other person's thinking. And then but when you said like, sitting around waiting to make plans, nah, you gotta, I guess, um, you gotta like, you wake up or even before you wake up, the day before, you already gotta know, you gotta know what you finna do. And then if you're able to spend time with that person, cool, but don't like plan around that person, right? Is what you're saying?
yeah,
Like, I'm trying to think. I was going to give you an example. So basically, say for example, you gotta like go work out, go to the gym, right? And then if you have time to like hang out with that person, you could be like, hey, like I'm free, this and this and this, but don't sit around waiting like this. Like I'm like just don't be sitting right here. Oh shit. I hope, so and so texts me. You just gotta get a jump on your day. That's what you're saying, right?
yeah. Like just like
Hmm.
it's really important to like consider them before you make a decision. Of course,
Hmm.
like when they have to know about it, right? But also like don't
Right.
make everything about them. You can have your life. Like you're not married yet.
Right.
Like just dating, you're just getting to know each other. You have to have your own life. He has to have his own life. And then you create a new life together
Mhm.
with time. There's no rush. And then even when you're married, like, yes, you do have a life together, but also you still have your own life, your own hobbies, your own goals. It is a little bit different, of course, but also like I'm one of the people that when I start dating, I give you everything. So then I literally treat you as a husband and I shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
So that was a mistake of me, right? Like just prioritizing a person way too much, more than myself.
Mhm.
And that's why I didn't know what I wanted to do, or that's why it was really hard for me to just simply put a phone and start doing what I want to do because I was too focused in this other person. And like I was even afraid that if I would start interacting with a lot of people, he would, I don't know, he would not like me anymore, or he would not want to be with me anymore. And
Like,
then
go away.
that was, yeah, but like that was just in my head because I'm not trying to talk bad about him because he was never that way. He was never controlling or anything like that. He was actually, and it's really funny, like one of the healthiest relationships that I've had.
Mhm.
Everything was going good, or so I thought, right? Like everything was going good. He was like my best friend. It was more like an internal problem that I had, which was I wasn't I wasn't spending as much time Like I wasn't spending time by myself. I wasn't just sitting and doing what I wanted to do. I was, like you said, moving my life around them. And that's something that you never want to do. And it's easy to blame the other person, right? I could say, like, oh, he never texted me or he never called me. No, I was waiting around. So that's why I felt such a need for them to communicate with me because I was sitting around. So I think when something doesn't work out, it's because both people need to work on something.
Mhm.
Even if someone does something wrong, like for example, like everything was going good. I don't want to talk much about this, but everything was going good. He was like my best friend. I literally saw myself marrying this guy, but it's I'm really young to say that, so I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna say that to a couple more people. You never know. Hopefully
Yeah.
not. Hopefully just one more. But one day I was literally just thinking like how lucky I was to be with this person, like how much I love being with this person. And then I just received a message, right? Like from a random girl that I didn't even know, never heard of, literally. Yeah. And then um it was like a really long message on TikTok. Like it was like a TikTok request, which
Mhm.
was weird for me because at the time I wasn't doing TikTok or anything. And then she was just saying, I don't know if you know this person, da, 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 but it was because I posted a picture with him on Valentine's Day. So this
Yeah.
happened 3 days after Valentine's Day. Because obviously, well, he didn't follow many people. He was very like low key on social media. So I never really thought he would be the kind of person to do something like this. So like a lot of girls say like, oh, if he follows a lot of girls, that's a no-no. Or like if he just follows you, then that's a green flag. Trust me, he can follow only you and he could still be doing something. So don't idolize a person just based on how many followers or how many people he follows. Like that's just really immature. Um, but anyways, I read this message. I was in shock. I just told her, okay, send me proof, like I just want to, I already knew that it was going to end, but I was like, I just want to be sure that I'm making the right decision. So then, yeah, she showed me the proof, messages, calls, this and that. But it's really funny because like they would barely talk.
Mhm.
Like it's not like it wasn't like, oh, I like her more than you kind of situation. It was just like a I don't know how to be alone kind of situation. So we were spending a lot of time apart, and he literally told me when I confronted him, he was like, and this is the stupidest reason, I'm sorry, but it's just really funny. He said like, um, I didn't want you to get bored of me. So that's why I wasn't spending as much time with you. But then I needed someone. So then I wanted our relationship to work out, which doesn't make sense at all. And I just told him like, you have a problem. I don't know what you have to work on, but go work on yourself. Go be alone for a minute, like
Go sit in the corner.
no, like really, but like there was
Yeah.
a lot of red flags that I didn't realize. And then when I
Mhm.
started, after the relationship ended, I started doing like kind of like a checklist. And I was like, the signs were always there. He would be the kind of person to always wanting to be entertained, always wanted to be doing something. He could not be just sitting, being bored. Like he could not do that. He would have to either be watching TV or be in his phone or hang out with friends or family or me or doing anything but just being by himself. Like, and that's such a red flag. If you cannot sit by yourself and have a couple minutes of silence, you're not good. Like, you're not good. You
Yeah.
cannot, like, if you don't know how to be with yourself, of course, you're not going to be able to have a healthy relationship with somebody else.
So I know you said, I believe you said you were 12 when you moved to Vegas. If that's correct, right? 12?
Yes.
Um, what I was gonna say is, what was it like living in Vegas? What was school like? What was it like, living there at a, I guess, moving there at a young age? Do you feel like Vegas is overrated, underrated? Like, what are your opinions about Vegas altogether?
I feel like it's a little bit underrated.
Hmm.
Like I feel like it's underrated by the people here. Like it's so funny, like by the people that actually live here. They just say like, oh, there's nothing to do in Vegas, or Vegas is just partying and gambling and this and that, or you cannot enjoy Vegas until you're 21, this and that.
Hmm.
That's true. Like I really like my life here, to be honest. I've had lots of fun. I've met great people. I don't regret any second. Like I think it's underrated. You could do a lot of things.
Hmm.
Like it's not just partying and gambling. Of course you can do that, right? Like there's many places to do
Yeah.
that. But also like there's like cool hiking spots, cool cafes. There's like really cool restaurants or I don't know. There's so many things to do here. Like, and actually, it's funny because here in Vegas, like out of the states that I've been to, people are like really nice here. Like, I don't know. Like before, I used to think they were kind of rude, and then when I visited different states, I realized people in Vegas are actually nicer than
Right.
everybody else. So,
Yeah. No, I mean, I love Vegas. I would always go there a lot because like I played sports growing up, like in high school, middle school, baseball, basketball. We would always be going out to Vegas for tournaments. Um, the only thing is, sometimes it'll be hot at night, right? Like
yeah.
especially during the summertime, you be trying to sleep, you be trying to find, the cold side of the pillow and everything's just warm. It's just like shoot. But other than that, I love Vegas, like I agree with you. I feel like it's underrated. There's more to do there than what people realize. Do you have a favorite food spot over there? Um,
Many, so many. I love trying new restaurants
mhm,
and I love going to like different plazas and things like that. You know, like one of
mhm,
my favorite spots here, it's the district. It's like a little
mhm.
like shopping mall, you could say, but it's like, you know, like it doesn't have a ceiling or anything. It's just kind of like in the street. And then like you
Yeah.
just walk around and there's like so many restaurants and like cool places like oh my God, like most of my pictures are from there because that
Mm.
place is so cute. And like it's just like a different vibe. Like it doesn't even feel like you're in Vegas or like Lake Las Vegas. It's such a
Right.
cool spot too. There's so many cute places actually. Like I
Mhm.
love Vegas. I'm not gonna live here my whole life,
Right.
obviously. No. But I really like it and I really enjoyed growing up here and I'm so grateful for like all the people that I met here. Like all my friends, like pretty much I met him here. I mean I
Mhm.
met them here. Um even if they moved like somewhere else, I met them here and I've met great people. I've made great connections and I don't know, I really like Vegas to be honest.
But like, I mean, do you have any like favorite food spots that you want to shout out that you enjoy going to?
Okay. So in Lake Las Vegas,
Mm.
um, my favorite spot is called Luna Rosa. It's an Italian restaurant. It's so good. The food is good, the service is good, and the view is amazing. You got view to the lake. It's great. At the Strip, I would say the top of the world. It's really good for like special occasions. It's nice. You have a nice view, good food, great service.
Ain't that the
Um,
steakhouse?
yes, that's the
Yo, I've
steakhouse.
been there before, bro. Like,
It's
like
really good.
you said,
It is.
I heard you say top of the world. I was like, my ears, they just opened. I was like, wait,
It's
but
really good.
mhm,
It's really so good. It's so good.
yeah,
Also, Henderson. Henderson, probably North Italia.
mhm,
So good. It just opened up like a year ago. It's at the district, actually, the place I was telling you about.
yeah,
So good. The food is amazing. Service is great too. Because it doesn't matter if the food is good. If the service is not good, you're not gonna enjoy it, right? Like,
right,
so you have to have both. A sushi spot, like an all you can eat, I would say I love sushi. It's really good. If it's more like high end, I would say Komodo. It's really good. It's at the Fontainebleau. So good. The best sushi that I've had in my life. Yeah.
yeah, you just named every type
I
of
see
food
that
that,
I didn't want to go like
yeah.
into detail because I actually really enjoy trying out new restaurants. So
Mhm.
I got a lot on the list.
I mean, I don't mind if you want to share the whole list. Feel free to do so. Like, are we
You
gonna
don't
be here
want,
forever?
yeah, we're gonna be here forever.
I mean, this episode gonna be my first 5-hour episode, just strictly about food. But No, we could always, talk more about that later,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, you have a spot for like pretty much everything, That's pretty unique. So, like you said, you like to try different like food places and everything. Are you like, I guess you could say, are you a picky eater or not really?
No, not really. I try
Mhm.
everything. I
Um,
try everything.
that's good, because I know some people they I feel like when you're a picky eater, you're kind of scared to like try new different things
Yeah.
that you might never you'll probably never know that you like because you never tried it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Mhm. But what's the craziest thing that you've ever, I guess, seen in Vegas? Because like, Vegas can get a little hectic sometimes. Um, what's some of the crazy things you've seen out there?
I was actually thinking about something like before starting this podcast. Like,
Mhm.
I just remembered about something. I was laughing while I was
Yeah.
getting ready because when I was 14 years old, I remember it was my sister's, I think it was 21st birthday. I don't remember. I think it was 21st birthday. So we went out with my mom, my sisters, my stepdad, and my stepbrother. We went to a restaurant, and then my stepdad and my stepbrother, they already wanted to leave like after a few hours, but we wanted to like go and explore the city and everything, right?
Hmm.
So they left, and then we stayed like at the strip, right? It was our first time at the strip by ourselves, like my mom, my sisters, and I. And we were just walking around. We were in the casino, I think it's called La Mirage, I think. Well, I think it is. Okay. And then we're just walking around, and then we hear like this fire alarm go on, right? So then this person comes running and he grabs us and he's like, let's go this way, let's go this way. And we're like, oh my God, like there's a fire. So we follow the guy. He goes into like this hallway, and then it didn't seem like an, emergency exit or anything. So then we go to a hall, and then he turns off the alarm that he had in his hand. So the alarm was in his hand this whole time, which we
Right,
thought was part of the thing, right?
right.
So then he opens two huge doors, like huge doors that open up the doors for like a villa, like a huge villa at the Mirage. And then when he opens those two doors, there's like a DJ and like a party going on and like a lot of people in that like villa. And then he was just getting people for the party. Like there wasn't a fire going on. And it gets crazier, right? So I was 14 years old. And then we were like, should we go in or not?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, mom, like we're with you, like nothing's gonna happen. And then she was like, I don't know. And I was like, let's go in. So we went in, my mom, my sisters, and I, to
Mhm.
like a random party, like random party. So we go in, the party goes on, it's
Mhm.
good, it's fine. Obviously, I couldn't drink, I was 14, right? But my sisters were, my
Yeah.
mom was. It was pretty chill, but not like it was weird, but chill. So there was like, I saw like these four people going on to a bedroom, they closed the doors. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I said the word. I'm sorry. So then, but like I was really like that. And then there was a DJ, right? And I have videos, I have
Yeah.
everything. And then this guy approaches me and he's like, do you want Coke? And I was like, oh, like a soda, right? I was 14 years old. I barely spoke English. Obviously, I just thought he was about a Coke, right? Like a soda. He laughs in my face and he's like, how old are you? And I didn't want to say my real age because obviously they were going to kick me out. So I just said, oh, 18. He was like, oh, well, yeah, yeah, no, never mind. And I
He met,
didn't get it until after, right? Like after
he met
a few
the
years after up.
that
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. And then I was like, oh my God. Because then later on, I saw people doing coke like next to me, like literally, and they offered me again. And I was like, guys, I'm 14 years old. Like, I shouldn't be here, first of all. Yeah. So then they were just passing it around like it was chips,
Yeah.
like it was normal. They just had a plate, a little bag, and a credit card. It's an Amex, I remember. And they were just like passing it around. Like, it was, I didn't I was like, wow, this is crazy. That was like my first experience at this trip, and it was the craziest. And I was 14 years old. Like it was insane.
Have you seen
I was,
Euphoria,
no,
the TV show? No.
but I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you was living Euphoria before it even became a real thing.
No, yeah. Like it's, oh my God, it was crazy. Like that was the craziest things that I've seen. Like I've never seen anything like that.
Do you
That's
want
the
a Coke?
craziest.
Yeah, I'll take a soda.
Oh my God. Like he was just laughing in my face and I didn't know why. Like he asked me for my age. And then later on when I saw, I was like, oh, that's what he meant. So yeah.
I mean, that's good though. Like, even though I guess, well, it's not good that well, I mean, it was okay. Two things. One, I'm not condoning everyone watching this, don't do drugs, okay? Also, two, don't lie about your age. Like that's a bad thing too. You could get in a lot of jams, doing that. But what I was gonna say, I mean, it's a good thing, he didn't try to, pressure you into doing that because then
Well, yeah, I was with my
yeah.
mom.
Mhm.
Obviously. Well, she wasn't there when he asked me,
Oh, I
obviously,
was
but
about
when
to say, if he asked you right in front of your mom, that's pretty bold.
yeah. But I mean, it was fun. It's a
Yeah.
cool story to tell. We made it home safe. Here I am, I'm
Mhm.
good. I'm
Well,
good.
you're
Nothing
still
happened.
alive, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
good experience, I
so story time, everybody. Erica almost did coke.
guess.
No,
Please don't clickbait it. Please don't.
that that is something. Yeah, don't clip that up, people. Like, she didn't do, she did not do coke, right?
I've never done, okay?
Yeah.
I've never, yeah.
She
Let's
don't
just,
do drugs. She petitions the whole stay away from drugs. Drugs are bad. Get the drugs out the street. That's what Erica said. But no, that's one hell of a story.
it's the Vegas story.
Um, do you feel like okay, because you lived in Vegas. That's different than somebody coming there to visit.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you feel
different.
like tourists or people that don't live there, they be romanticizing Vegas a little bit too much? Like they be making it more hype than what it actually is or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes they just make it seem like going out to Vegas is, the craziest thing but
Mm,
like I don't think it's that crazy. Like,
mm,
yeah, I mean, you can party good, sure, but I don't think it's anything like out of the ordinary. Like,
mm,
I don't know. Like, I just don't think, and like, even people that been living here for like years, they could tell you the same thing. It's not about, they think that people that live here party all the time, right? Like, they think that we're like party people, that it's not like that.
mm.
Some people are, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like a normal city to live in. And most people don't live actually in the strip, they live like 15 minutes away from there. Like, I live in Henderson, which is like 20 minutes away from there.
Mm,
So it's a different kind of lifestyle. It's
yeah.
more like set back, more like family kind of lifestyle. So I guess people just, like you said, they romanticize it and think that everybody here parties a lot. I remember when I went to Mexico and I told them like, "Oh yeah, I live in Vegas." They were like, "Oh my God, you probably party a lot." And I'm like, "I actually don't. I'm just a normal human being
Mm.
living in Vegas that happened to live in Vegas." Like,
You're just Erica.
yeah, like
Right.
I
Mhm.
like partying, but not a lot.
Yeah. I feel like Vegas is because I grew up in California, right? Um, a lot of times people like say Los Angeles, like this and this and this, hype it up, but Los Angeles, it's cool. It has its, pros and its cons, but it's like, any other city, and I feel like maybe Vegas is like the same way too. People make it more like I feel like people like to hype things up, you know what I'm saying? Like they like to gas it up. Um, basically,
Yeah,
just hype it up, like
yeah.
but no, I mean, I could only imagine the stories you have to tell about living in Vegas that you've seen though, from the whole Coca-Cola story to
Coaster.
but let's talk about streaming, okay? Because you do content creating and you do streaming. Um, one of the things I noticed, it was one of the first things that I noticed about you, when I first met you. Um, you post like different fits like on your feed and stuff, outfits. Um, when it comes to like creating content, do you do like OOTDs, like outfits of the days, like type of posts, or what's the word? Outfit inspiration, like for the girls and stuff. Do you do anything like that?
I do, yes. Um, it's not like my main content.
Hmm.
It's like I just post a little bit of everything, right? Like
Yeah.
my content is just very organic. Like I don't plan it. I just post like what I like in the moment. I just show people like what I'm doing, right? Like, oh, I'm going to this place. Or like post videos with my friends or getting ready or yeah, showing my outfit. I love doing that. Like I used to do that before. Like I would just put the phone, record a TikTok, and just show my outfit of the day. And I love it, right? Like I love dressing up good. It makes me feel better, like. And honestly, like this is gonna sound a little bit superficial, but people treat you based on how you look, and that's just life. So like if you go to a place and you show up like, like not dressed good or like you didn't even take a shower or like you could literally see that you're like you didn't even take a minute to get ready or like to do something for yourself, people might not take you seriously. And it has nothing to do with like I'm not talking about like physical appearance. I'm talking about like how polished you look, how clean you look. Like people
You
can
gotta spray
appreciate,
that cologne.
yeah, like
Hmm.
take a shower, do the basic
Right.
things. If you're a girl, like you don't have to wear makeup if you don't like it, but like do something to look more polished. And a lot of people don't understand how important that is and how many doors that can open. Like, yeah.
So what are your thoughts? I mean, like, because you were a kid once too, like I was. Um, it's all about, taking showers and, dressing well. How did you feel? You familiar with Axe body spray?
Yeah. Yeah. The
How
one
did
that
it
every
make you feel? How did it make you feel when like, you was in middle school, as a like a little girl, and then you would come out like, or even in high school too, you just walk in and then it just smells like somebody took a shower and Axe body spray.
that's my biggest trauma. I hate it so much. Like I hate when I walk into a room and it just smells like that spray. It's like it smells a lot. It's
Mm.
like if I put a little bit, cool, but like that's not supposed to replace a shower. Like you got a shower and then just put a little bit. Like don't do it the other way around because it's really bad. Like, and I know a lot of men that do that. Like
Yeah.
literally, I know a lot of people. Like sometimes someone walks into my office and they have this whole thing and they just leave my office smelling like that. And then I have to sit around for 8 hours out of the day smelling that, and it's horrible. Don't do
It
it,
smelled
please.
like a middle school locker room.
Please don't do it. It's really bad. People don't
So,
like it.
so we were talking about relationships earlier. So
Yeah.
if a dude that tries to get at you, right, and he's like, "All right, let's meet up for lunch or whatever," right? That's your first time meeting him, and coolest dude, nicest person. Maybe you find him attractive, you find him funny or whatever. He pulls up to the date, smelling like he took 3 showers right before showing up there and Axe body spray. What's you doing? You leaving or you staying?
I say I don't care.
You,
Like if the person is,
Mhm,
he seems to be a good person, he's funny, I find him attractive, he has everything I'm looking for.
mhm.
He has to have one bad thing, right?
Right.
No.
But
But I guess I would wait until the second date to see if that's
uh,
something that he always does. Or
yeah,
maybe he's just nervous, right, for the first date. And he just put a lot because he thought he wanted to smell good. Because I put a lot of perfume when I go on a first date. I put a lot of perfume, right? But I don't do it all
yeah,
the time. It's just like I'm nervous. I want to smell good. I want them to say hi to me and me. Like I want to smell good, right? But I guess I would spend more time with them, like spend more time with them, see if that's something that they just do. That's just how they are.
yeah.
I would just kindly tell them, like, hey, like you don't have to put that much, right? Like a
But
little
like
bit is
it's Axe body spray. It's Axe body spray.
well, I don't, the thing is, it's not the smell, it's how much you put.
Right.
It's just a lot. Like people put a lot. You just gotta put a little bit.
Mhm.
Like
Hey,
just
but
one,
you know
one,
what the motto for Axe is, right?
the
It,
model.
yeah, the motto, the quote for them? It's called shower in a can.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I'm lying, bro.
I'll do it. Well, that makes sense. Well, people
No,
like,
I'm just kidding.
that's okay. I was like, that's not
A-
real.
Axe, please don't sue me. I was just kidding. Please don't sue me. No,
I was gonna say, yeah, guys, I'm sorry, that's not real.
no.
Like, substitute a shower. Please just
Nah.
take it. Thank you.
Hopefully Axe doesn't sue me, for what this podcast is worth. Well, I mean, they can't really. No, because this podcast it still hasn't started yet. So, if they try suing it, they want to get anywhere with it. But nah, I thought you was petrified about, I guess, the smell, Axe body spray. But what I was gonna say is what made oh well no, you told me what made you start streaming, right? Um what's the craziest thing that's happened like on stream? Because I was gonna ask you what was your first stream like, what made you start streaming, but we already talked about that. So what's the craziest thing that you feel like that has happened while you were streaming?
There's just a lot of hate.
Hmm.
Like, you don't realize how much hate there is, even if you're just starting. Because, like, I'm just starting. Like, I started a month ago. I don't have, like a crazy amount of followers or anything. Um, so it's crazy because I would think, oh, like, I'm not gonna have that many haters, right? Like, I'm just starting. Maybe later on when I have a ton of followers, maybe then I'll know how to deal with it. No, people judge you since you start,
Hmm.
literally. And it's crazy. Like I didn't know there was that many haters out there. Like I didn't know. Because for me, it's really weird to go to a person's life and comment something bad. If I have nothing good to say, I'd rather not say anything. And I just scroll. Like if I don't like it, I just scroll. Like you don't have to take it that deep. But there's some people out there and there's nothing you can control. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You cannot control them. You cannot, there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta like find a way to like, you know, not care that much about it. To be very
Yeah.
honest with you, like I'm the kind of person that I've always been this way. I don't care what people say about me. I really
Right.
don't care. And that's just something that I've always been like that because I guess it's just kind of like how I grew up. And I've always been like, especially when I got here, I became like really independent. So I started to, buy my own things, earn my own money, like do my own things. So I was like, I'm doing all of that by myself. Why should I care what people say about me if they're not doing anything for me? Like, it's
Right.
my life. I'm taking care of it. Why do you care how I live it?
Yeah.
Right? At that point, like that started when I was very young. Like I'm still young, obviously I'm 20, but like when I was like younger, you
Hmm.
know.
I
So I
mean,
guess
some people might still call you like.
yeah, I mean they could yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
because
young.
like, I walked into your live the other day and I remember somebody asked you, they're like, how old are you? And you're like, oh, I'm 20. And then somebody in the comments said, Unc, like, they would call you old. I said, damn, if 20 years old, shit, I might be a fucking dinosaur or fossil, bro.
Well, people are always gonna talk. That's the
Right.
thing. Like, they will tell me like, "Oh, you look like you're 30," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you say." Like, you're probably like 10 years old. So
Hmm.
when I was 10, I would think that people that are 20 are old too, like
Hmm.
until you are that age. And then you're like, oh, actually, no, same thing, like right now I could say like, oh, 30 is old. But when I'm 30, I'm going to be like, oh, no, 30 is actually not that old. Right.
Hmm.
So you don't have to take it personal. It's fine. Like,
Right.
that's another thing that you have to have in mind. Like, even if you're going to like start from zero, like I did, like, you might think that you're not going to get a lot of hate because you're just starting, but trust me, you're going to, and you just have to not take it personal. Like I know a lot of people that have gave up on streaming because they take things way too personal. Like it affects them at certain point that they don't want to stream again, or they start crying on lives or reacting or doing all these things. And it's like you have to not let it affect you. Like
Mhm.
it's not personal. And what I always say is just like people give you whatever they have. Like it has nothing to do with you. Like if they're a hater, they're just a hater. Like
Mhm.
they're gonna hate you and everybody else. Like it has nothing to do with you, right? Like it's not personal. They don't know you. You don't know them. Why should you care, right? So yeah, I guess you just have to like detach from that if
Right.
you want to like succeed, I guess.
No, yeah, I really like the way, you put that together, the way you put that into perspective. Um, so then you do be having like, I guess, well, no, I don't know if this really falls into the same category. Do you be having like, I guess, awkward moments like on live where, somebody's just acting like completely out of pocket, that's just like, throwing the whole vibe of the live off and everything? Do you be having like mods to like I guess keep everything like in order?
Yes, I do
Mm,
have like 3 months, and then they just help me like
mhm,
um, when they see like a hate comment or something. I do have filters too, like on my live before starting. Like I have a few words that people cannot say.
mhm.
I mean, just to avoid like bad moments, like or like people reading through this. Also, you never know
Yeah.
how old are the people that are watching. There might be a 10-year-old watching and they're saying things that they're not supposed to say.
Right.
So I just like put a filter, like that's just like in every life, I put a filter of the words that people cannot say. You're still able to see the comment, but other people don't see it.
Hmm.
Like so that's I mean you see it, but it's kind of hidden. But if you click on it, you can see
Yeah,
it.
like it has a little like the little eye thingy with the line and everything. Yeah. I know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
So
And I
then
know you said what?
oh no, sorry.
No, continue.
Yeah, so then yeah, I just have a few mods too. Like they show up to my lives. They're
Mhm.
people that have supported me like ever since I started. Which sounds like a lot, but I just want to clarify it's been a month because I don't want anybody to think that I'm like an expert or something. Like, no, there might be someone out there that knows more than me, right? But like, I'm just talking from my own experience. But like, they do help me around. Like, when they see a hate comment, if it's one, I've always tell them like don't mind it. But some people spam the comments until you
Mhm.
reply.
Yeah.
They like I want to see it's not that I care about those comments, but it's like I don't want you to interrupt me. Like I'm talking about something and I'm talking to people and interacting to people, right? Like
Mhm.
with people like with people that are actually my followers. So I don't want you to just spam my whole comment section with like hate comments.
You want to be
So when
able
that
to read the chat.
exactly. So when that happens, then my mods just like block the person or just mute them from the live. I don't like to block people, to be honest.
Mhm.
Unless they say something really bad, then I do block them because I don't want them there again. But yeah, like I don't when people say something bad and like let's say my mods are not there, I just click on the three dots and block.
Mhm.
That's just what I do.
But no, yes. That's a good way to go about it. I know there's people that like support you and stuff. But have you had like I guess fans that get a little too, I guess, crazy where you might feel like, yeah, I appreciate, you showing love, but you start like I guess feeling a little bit uncomfortable because they're doing too much. Has that ever happened?
Yes,
Hmm.
actually. And it's so funny because it's one of the persons that like one of the people that followed me since the beginning. Like um like literally since the first live, right? He was being nice and all, sending me gifts and all, and I was like thank you so much. Then he texted me on private saying like oh like I'm so glad that I ran into you, and I was just like thank you, that's all I said. Then it started to get like a little weird. Like he would text me like good morning. I I don't know the guy, right? So like he would text me like good afternoon, good night, how are you doing, how's your day going, but like throughout the day. Like I didn't know the guy, we didn't know each other. I was like, oh, maybe he's just being nice, right? So then he would show up to my live and be like, oh, like, why are you not replying my messages? I was like, damn, wow, there's really some crazy people out there. And then he would be like, how many gifts do I have to send you so you can talk to me and like actually be with me? And I was like, damn, wow, like this is
You think he
insane.
could just buy you?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what he said.
Damn.
And there's a lot of people like that. People think they can just buy you because they're sending gifts. No. And I've like one of my biggest supporters too, he once got a little weird. And I told him like, I do appreciate your gifts, your support.
Mhm,
But if I need to constantly give you attention for you to support me and you're not doing it because you really want to, then please stop doing it.
mhm.
I don't want, like, I'm not gonna exchange my attention for your gifts. I'm not gonna create a fake connection so you give me gifts. I'm being genuine. If you
Yeah,
want to give gifts, then I'm gonna be really grateful for it. But I don't owe you anything. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that because they're sending you gifts, you owe them something.
yeah. This shit TikTok. Not like no shade to or nothing, but like you know what I'm saying. Like shout out to them. Well, people got to do what they got to do to you know. Actually, you know what? Maybe let's not go there because I don't want to get canceled because they gonna come for me. If I say what I really want to say. But nah, like you get the point I'm trying to make, right?
Yeah.
But nah, that's some
It
people
got
think that you said what?
it got really weird. Yeah.
Oh, he got really weird. He probably was asking for some. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it because
No, not
yeah,
like bad, but it was like it wasn't creepy in a way of like asking
yeah.
for other things. It was like he generally thought that we had some kind of relationship. And it was like, no, dude, we don't. Like, so he would say like, hey, so how many galaxies for you to give me my no for you to give me your number? I was like, yeah, I don't give my number for no galaxies or anything in general. And then he was
He's
like,
trying to pimp you out for some galaxies.
yeah,
That's crazy.
and I was like, yeah, I don't give my number. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't give my number. That's not in the table. No matter how many gifts you send me, I'm not giving my number. So then he would be like, okay, at least we can just have a conversation here. So and he would ask me personal questions in the life, like we're getting to know each other.
Mhm.
Like, like he generally thought that we were
Mhm.
like, I don't know. And then he would text me all the time and saying, because he's from where I'm from, like Ecuador. So he would send me messages like, okay, if you tell me that you wanna visit me, I will buy you the ticket right now. Just tell me the date and the time. I didn't answer. And if
That's
you be
kind of
like
scary.
really, he would comment if you go to my no, actually I'm not gonna say that, but no, he would actually comment like, oh my God, I would kill for you. Like I would do anything. And then another video, he would be like, God, I know I haven't been good, but can I please have her?
I'm not looking for it. No, did she freeze? Chat, she froze. No, it was starting to get good, bro. Please don't tell me her computer died. Chat, chat, is she frozen? Maybe my Wi-Fi do.
Okay, now it's good.
Okay, yeah, you because you froze on the screen. You said,
No, you too. You were
yeah, me
like,
too.
yeah.
Oh, for me, we're rolling, but you said continue.
Oh yeah, but now it's good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go fast. But anyways, yeah. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so he just got really weird.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's kind of that's kind of hectic.
you don't
Um,
like
you said
you
what?
you don't know what to do with it. It's like you don't want to be rude, but also you don't
Oh,
want to
I
be.
see the comments right here.
Stop it! No, you cannot read it. No.
No, I'm lying, bro. I just want to see
Okay.
that.
No, that's the thing because, like I said, I don't have a lot of
Look at
followers.
this one right here. It says. Erica,
God.
I wanna go to Pluto. Not mine. I was just making this shit up.
Okay, I was like, oh my God. I think we're actually reading the comments because some of them are bad. Well, I delete when they get really weird. I just delete them so
Yeah.
people
Now I've
don't
seen
see
some
them.
weird comments in your comment section. I'm just like, wow, like somebody really woke up and decided to type that out.
Some
Um,
people are just like that. They
yeah.
say really weird things, especially when you're a girl.
Mhm.
Like maybe if you're a guy, like maybe you don't feel the same way when you stream or stuff like that. Like you don't feel like intimidated or like you don't
Mhm.
feel like people, sexualize you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Oh, when you're a girl and you're showing to life, you just know that there's gonna be people like that. And it's sad, but it is what
Mhm.
it is.
So as you continue your streaming journey, and I know you said you're not really you feel like you don't have like a lot of I guess followers or whatever, right? But you're steadily growing. Um, do you feel like internet fame changes people, like getting clout and all that? Do you feel like it has like an effect on them, like mentally, or maybe it gives them an ego or whatever?
I think that when you start to being like more exposed, I guess,
Hmm.
to like more people, you show who you really are.
Right.
So it's like, yes, it does develop some kind of like ego. I think that's normal, but that's when you show who you really are. Like when you start to get more followers and you feel the need to show that off all the time to every person that you meet, then that says something about you. Like it's that probably you're like, I don't want to get too deep, but you're probably empty inside and you feel the need to prove yourself to like everybody else.
Mhm.
But when you're doing this because you really want to and it's a goal of yours and you know that it's gonna be hard, even though if you're like consistently growing or anything and you're like, damn, like I honestly thought that I was gonna have less support than what I have, like you're grateful for it. Like you
Yeah.
still don't believe it. Like literally you still don't believe it. Like I guess like I gained like almost now like 6,000 followers in like a month,
Right.
which is like for me, it's still not a lot, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of people tell me like, hey, like you're growing fast. And sometimes I do like don't believe it. Like I just
Yeah.
sit and I actually don't believe it. Like I actually don't believe it that I'm actually having support from people because I never would think that, right? Like I'll be like, I'm just a normal human being. Like why would people just follow me out of the blue? Like just because I'm talking and sharing my perspective to things, right? So I guess I've always been humble. So that's when like you really show your values. If you are the kind of person that needs approval consistently, if you start to get more followers, yeah, you're probably going to change as a person and you're going to show up and you're going to think that you're, like better than everybody, but you're not. Like
Yeah.
when you start growing, you realize that people that even have a ton of followers, like I know, like I know people that have a ton of followers and they are so humble, like so humble. They're like, that's why you've grown because you're like that, right? Rather than I see other people that think they're the best. And it's not to compare followers, but they don't have as much public as this other person does. And it's funny because you get to know a lot of people, especially doing lives, you co-host with people. So it's really cool to meet new people, but then that's when you realize to like, who do I want to be? Right? Like you
Right.
get to know different people that have been live streaming longer than you have, like years, we're talking years, months, and you realize how different they are. So it gives you an opportunity to choose who you want to be, right?
Right.
So like just to give you a quick example, there's this guy that I always like co-host with. He's the most humble person that I've met. He's so funny. He's so sweet. He has like 100K followers, right? But he's so chill. Like you would, if you would talk to him, you would probably think, not to be rude or anything, that he has like 5 followers. Like literally. I talked to him. I was like, he's so nice. I'm gonna follow him. We followed each other. And then later on, I was like, oh wow, this guy has like like
Yeah.
100K followers. He's been doing this for a long time, and he's so sweet. And that's why people grow, because you create a community. You don't create a, creator fan relationship. You create like a community. You talk to your people, especially in streaming. Like,
Como familia.
yes,
Yeah,
like people go into your life not to hear all about you. They go into your life to interact. It's alive, like that's the point of it. Like you interact with people. It's not just about you, it's about also what they have to say. So yeah, it's really important to don't let it go up to your head. Like don't think that you're better than everybody, because you're not.
yeah. And
Just like
to, I guess elaborate on that, you oftentimes too, people be faking online to make people like them and stuff, fake their personality. And then later on you find out, wait, this person isn't like that. Because their true self comes out sooner or later, and then it's just like, oh, But does it ever? Because when you stream, right? Like I know you said sometimes you stream with other people, like you go live with other people. Um, but then you sometimes go like live by yourself. Does it? Do you feel, I guess, lonely sometimes when you stream, or do you feel like, your community, the way they interact with you, they make sure you don't feel lonely, like they're actually like engaging constantly and stuff?
No, like I never feel lonely. Like it's
That's
so funny
good.
because I think of them as my friends, literally.
Mhm.
Like when I have something to say, like of course I have my friends and family, but I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I need to tell them what happened to me today. Like I just go live and tell them. Like they know everything about me. Like I'm fully transparent. And like you said, a lot of people they fake some kind of personality to gain followers, and then when you meet them in person, you're like, yeah, that's not the same person. And I'm really proud to say that I'm the exact same person,
Yeah.
like with my friends, family, and with the people that I go on live with. Like I don't fake personality. And that's gonna, like, you just gotta be real. And honestly, sometimes people are gonna hate you, and you just gotta be okay with that. A lot of people are really scared of hate. So that's why they fake personalities, because they want everybody to like
Yeah.
them. But people are always going to have something to say. And
Yeah.
if people are not talking about you, then you're not doing things right, because then you're just pleasing everybody, right? You got to
Mhm.
show who you really are. And the community that you're going to grow is going to be real, and it's going to be people that truly like to listen to you. And
Mhm.
there's a difference between like fake followers that just follow you because, let's say, because you're pretty or because of this. And there's a connection, there's a different type of connection when you like actually talk to them, and you actually like, we even have like inside jokes, right? Like, or they ask me like, oh, what happened with that? Or like, how did that meeting go? How did that go? How is this person doing? Sometimes I add my friends to the live, and we just tell them like experiences. With like the green screen, we show them
Yeah.
pictures like how our night was when we went out. Like it's really organic. Like there's nothing fake. And yeah, I guess that's how I want to be. Like I know a lot of people, they like to show some kind of like image, like to their followers. I respect that, but I don't want to be like that. I just
Right.
want to be.
You want it to be authentic and real, you want it to be you. You don't want it to be like, an AI version of you because AI is booming. You want it to be, the real you, the real Erica. But do you feel like, I guess, pressure to entertain or like, keep your audience engaged like when you go live? Like, do you ever feel pressure or you don't really feel pressure at all? You just
In the beginning, yes.
Mhm.
Like the first couple lives, I started to think like, oh my God, like if I don't keep them entertained, they're gonna unfollow me, and they're gonna stop coming to my lives and this and that. But a lot of people, like most of the people that follow me, have been with me like since day one, literally. Like we talk about everything. They know everything about me. It's crazy. Like, and I'm an open book. I've always been like
Right.
that. I'm not ashamed to say what I've been through, what I think. Like I'm not afraid to show who I am, right? And I guess it really depends with what your purpose is. Like, what is your purpose behind starting social media? What do you want out of it? Like, do you see this long term or just kind of like a fun thing, right? Like, it really depends. For me, I want it to keep growing. I want to create a community and I actually want to keep engaging with them and all of that. So for me, it's different. Maybe some people have some kind of like different connection with that. Some people see it as a business, which is totally valid, right? So like it
Yeah.
really depends what your intention is behind it.
Mhm. But because I know, like, sometimes, life happens and, it kind of can get discouraging and stuff. So it leads me into my next question. What motivates you when you don't feel like streaming? Like, what makes you, like, on the days where you're like, oh, I don't really feel like streaming? What makes you, like, encourages you to, put that camera up and just, you know what? Let me talk to my people. Let me talk to my community. What motivates you?
Well, like I said, like I see this long term. So for me,
Mhm.
it's like I know that there's chances that I might not work, right? I know that there's chances I might not gain more followers, that I might not make it in social media because it's too crowded,
Right.
right? Like, but you always gotta take that chance, right? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, like I'm the kind of person that likes to try everything because I rather say, okay, I tried it and it didn't work out rather
Mhm.
than, oh, like, damn, like I wish I would have tried, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like, I haven't been getting like much support, this and that. But I'm like, should I not like go live? Should I not stream today? I'm like, no, because I'm doing this for me, right? Like, not for attention, not for anybody else. Some days are gonna be good, some days are gonna be bad, some days I'm not gonna want to stream, and that's valid, right? Like you said, life goes on, like there's a lot of things that happen daily. Sometimes, like, I've been sad, I've been mad, I've been like, so many things have happened to me during this month, which is crazy because it feels like more for all the things that have happened.
Yeah.
And then every single day since I started, I've gone live every single day. Even if it's for 30 minutes, I'm like, at least 30 minutes. Like, even if I don't have time, like one day I remember that I generally just had 30 minutes and then I had to go to sleep. I just went live for 30 minutes and I still say hi to them, and it's funny because I said it was going to be 30 minutes and I stayed until like 3 a.m. talking to them because I truly enjoy it.
Mhm.
And that live, I remember that there was a lot of people that day. It was probably the most people that have ever like watched my lives. It was like 500 people live there. There was a ton of people, and it was a day. And that's like I believe in God a lot, and that's when I was like, God was just testing me to see if I really wanted this, right? Like,
Right.
and I really wanted it because I was like, I'm tired. I really don't want to go live. I have like 30 minutes and I have to go to bed. I work at 9. I gotta wake up at 7. Oh my God, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
No,
like, sorry, I
no,
talk a lot.
continue. No, you good, you good, you good. No, continue.
Yeah, but then I was like, you know what? No, like, I really want this. Like, this is something that I genuinely want. And I've always cared for the people around me. Why not do it for me, right? Like, why not go after something that I want, right? Like, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You preaching, you preaching. Like anybody watching this, take notes off Erica because she a great example, If you see something you want in life, go get it. Because it's not gonna just, I mean, well, yeah, blessings happen, miracles happen, it's gonna come to you, but like you gotta go out and get it, how bad you want it, like you were saying. Like, um, no, yeah. So this is something, I mean, I know you said that there's a chance it might not work, but I think it will work. Like I've been in your like streams a couple of times. Like genuinely, I think, you got a good thing going. Like if there was a stock, like how like the stock market in there, like with every like stock market and stuff, if there was a stock in Erica's lives and streams and stuff like that, I'm investing stock, like I'm putting the whole house into that, bro. Like, you know, um, what is something you want people to remember about you? Like when it's all said and done, when because we're gonna speak positive here. When you retire from being a streamer, what is something you want people to remember about you?
Just how authentic I was since the beginning, like how authentic I was in every single life that I always told them the truth. Like if I'm feeling down, I tell them I feel down, I feel sad. If I'm feeling happy, I show it. Of course, I always try to show my best face, right? Like I don't want to
Yeah,
depress, but they know everything. And I'm not saying that you have to do that. I know a lot of people are really like reserved with those kind of things.
yeah,
But for me, it's like I love connecting with people in general. So the only way you can connect with people and create a community is by interacting with them and being honest and being authentic. People can literally feel when you're trying to be somebody else.
right.
There's
People
something.
aren't dumb.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah,
I'm sure it has happened to you. Like you meet a person and you're like, they seem perfect. There's something off about this person. I
yeah.
cannot see what it is, but there's something off. And there always is.
Hmm.
Because you can feel when somebody's being fake rather than when someone's being themselves, right? Like, so just be authentic. Like that, like I just like I said, it really depends on what you want out of it. A lot of people do it for fun. For me, it's fun, yes, but also I see it long term and I really hope it works and I really want to see this as a career. I guess I know a lot of people that do it as a career and it's crazy to me, but it's true. Like I know people like sometimes I wake up, like in the morning, I'm getting ready, like 7 a.m. and I see people streaming at 7 a.m. and they do their fully 8 hours, like a regular job in streaming. That's their job. That's their career. Like people with like millions of followers. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy to say it. And I didn't know anything about this until I started doing it. There's a lot of opportunities in there. You meet a lot of people and it's really good if you dedicated time. So I guess coming back to your question, because
Yeah.
I talk a lot,
No,
um,
you good. You good.
um, I just want people to remember that I was authentic all the time,
Mm.
that I never said anything that wasn't true or that I didn't mean. Like, I am who I am. If you like me, cool. And if not, I wish you the best. You're not part of my community. Like.
Right. I was gonna, say something really crazy like what you feeling like, when people don't like you, but since we trying to keep it family friendly, like I can't I know what you're thinking, but like
Actually, I'm not thinking about
no, no,
anything.
no, no, no. But like I know what you really want to say. Like if somebody don't
Oh,
uh
yeah, I know what
yeah.
you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, so like yeah, see you get exactly what I'm talking about. But like, we keeping it family friendly today, right? But nah, see that's pretty dope. I would ask what goals you have when it comes to streaming, but I feel like, we touched on that. Um, but it does lead into, my next question. Um, do you have like any collabs like you want to do? Like maybe there's uh like a creator on the app or an artist that, because like streaming is something that's become like really popular like recently. Is there somebody that you would want to have on your stream like a dream collab essentially like maybe your favorite artist, your favorite I don't know, anything movie star or whatever? Do you have like any dream collabs?
actually, no, I haven't thought of that. But now I'm gonna start thinking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't thought of that to be
Mhm.
honest. Like of course, like I want to collab with like many people, but I don't have like someone specifically, like. I guess I've been just like in the streaming world for like about a month. So
Yeah.
maybe I haven't met that many people that I'm like, I actually want to, like I
Mhm.
actually want to get to know this person and collab with them. But maybe longer down the road, I will be like, okay, this person seems cool, right? Like I really
Yeah.
like their content. Or after like going in their life for a few, times, I will be able to say like, okay, like this seems like a cool person, right? But
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I don't have anyone
Yeah.
in my.
No, I know you said because you do be, I guess you essentially be doing like little vlogs and stuff, right? Like in your content. You should think about like maybe even starting like your own YouTube channel too, like
Hmm.
um more ways for people to, you know, get to view the authentic you because I feel like when it comes to TikTok and you can only do so much, like I could see you, you expanding into other areas, you know? Has that is that something that you've, I guess, thought about or not really?
Actually, yeah. Because
Mhm.
there's this like YouTuber,
Yeah,
um, and then her name is Mar, and then she does like, like lives and but like her main content's not about lives. She does like every once in a while when she's getting ready. She posts like daily vlogs on TikTok, and it's so entertaining. And she's literally just living her life. Like
yeah,
she's literally just making a coffee, talking about life, and she's so authentic that it catches your attention. So then she opened up YouTube, channel too, and then everybody follow her, and then I watch her videos too, and it's so entertaining. I was like, oh my God, like I would love to do that because honestly, like I know a lot of people, and I really admire them for this, that they edit their videos like so much, and like they post or like this get ready with me with like
yeah.
letters and this and that. I'm like, wow, that is so cool.
Mhm.
But I'm not that kind of person, right? Like it's like I appreciate it. I'm like, oh my God, that's so nice. And I've tried it, but it doesn't feel natural to me. Like
Yeah,
it go with what I want. So I just want genuine videos. And like you said, like with TikTok you can just do so much. Like but with YouTube, that's the kind of content that goes I guess viral on
yeah.
YouTube, with
Um,
longer videos too. So
yeah.
then you can talk about a lot of things and actually do like a full blog, in your life or stuff like that.
Mhm. One thing I will say though is, if you do tap into like, that market, that I guess, space, don't over edit, because I know some people that will jump into, like doing YouTube, and they will treat YouTube like making a YouTube video the same way as, making a TikTok video. I was a victim of that too. Well, not victim. Well, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Like, I fell victim to that, because when I first, jumped into the YouTube space, I was over editing, putting more pictures than I should, doing all these unnecessary cuts. And like, no shade, right? But a couple people that I know, they be they get into the YouTube, right? Like making YouTube like videos or whatever. And they treat it like a TikTok video, like every half a second, it's just like a cut to, make the like them speaking like flow all together, but it looks less natural. When you do YouTube, it gotta flow. It can't be. I'm gonna give you a sentence. The cat climbed the tree, right? But it's supposed to sound like the cat, and then if you have to pause, climb the tree, that sounds more organic than the cut. Cat cut, climb cut, the cut tree cut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a robot speaking. So like, if you do tap into that, YouTube space, please, please, for the love of God, don't over edit, the videos, because like you bro, right? Like, you're the homie. Like, I'll tap in with your videos, right? Like, I support my friends, but sometimes it's a hard watch when it's over edited, you
I
know?
know. No, and
Mm,
yeah, I agree with that. Like, I don't like
yeah.
most of the content that I watch on TikTok,
Mhm.
I mean, on YouTube, honestly, it's pretty organic.
Mhm.
It's literally girls getting ready, like,
Right.
literally. I love seeing how they get ready because you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that trick. And then you try it. Or they
Yeah.
talk about life, dating life, school, work, all these things that everybody goes through that like I don't know, like it really keeps you engaged, right? Rather
Yeah.
than like I said, when there's like over edited, I literally skip the video. Like I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Like I I'm a pretty authentic person. I know I've said this like 100 times, but it really
Yeah.
defines me as a person. That I like to consume content that is authentic too,
Right.
you know? So yeah, no, I'm not gonna
No.
over I really hope not.
Yeah.
I really hope not to get to that point. I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you do over edit it, I'll still watch it, but I'll just be like, ah, shit, like,
Mute me and stuff. Like you'll just do something else.
but just that way you get the view and then like the video, drop a comment with a bunch of fire emojis and shit. But nah, as we get ready to, wrap this up, um, I wanted to ask you, did you have any advice for somebody that's thinking about getting into like, content creating, streaming, or I mean, shoot, even scared to get into it? Like, what's your advice? We want to hear Erica's opinion about
I would,
this.
I would say just do it. Like, don't think about it too much. It's not as deep as you think it
Mhm.
is. Nobody really cares like about what you do. Like one of my biggest concerns in the beginning was like, oh, but my family's gonna watch my videos and my streams and this and that. Because in streams sometimes I say things that I shouldn't be saying. And I'm like, oh my God, what if my family's watching this? And I'm like, you know what? Who cares? Or like, what if my friends, my close friends are watching this? That was my biggest concern, and it's really funny. Like I wasn't streaming because of what the people around me would say, and they really don't care. All of them have supported me. They might laugh a little bit and then they continue with their lives. They might think about you for like 5 minutes and they continue with your life. So you do the same. Do what you gotta do. Just do it. Don't think about it. And don't wait until you have all the equipment or until you feel ready, until you meet enough people, until you have enough followers. Just do it. You don't gotta be like, you don't have to be an expert to
Mhm.
start, but you do have to start to become an expert. So, yeah.
But no, yeah, that's some pretty good advice. I know you said just do it a couple of times. Hopefully Nike doesn't come for you because that's their
I
slogan.
thought about it. I was like, damn,
But you
I promise
good.
they're not paying me to say this. I really hope
Uh,
so, but they're not.
yeah,
Maybe one.
no, I'm just messing with you. I don't think Nike gonna come for you. But um, I want you to spell out, your TikTok at, IG at, wherever people can find you, like but what's the username? I know the username, but tell the people the username, cause yeah, like
Do you want me to spell it out?
yeah,
Yeah,
cause
because my last name is really, really complicated, guys. It's
mhm.
yeah. So my username is Erika dot B as in boy Ojorque. I know it's really long,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, that's well, I mean, it's your name.
that's my name. That's how I was born. There's nothing I can do.
So everybody, if you're looking for her on social media, is at Erika.Bojorque.
You got
Bro,
it.
I,
Yeah.
I got scared that I was gonna say that last name wrong, bro.
And
But
that's sorry.
no, you good.
That's in both like that's on TikTok and Instagram too. That's
Yeah.
same, keeping it simple, but not that simple because of my last name. Yeah.
And for the super fans, no, she does not take 5 universes for her phone number, bro.
It's
Like,
not on the table, guys. I'm sorry. I do not give my phone number to strangers. Like I've given my number to people that I meet from there, yeah, because we
yeah,
create a connection. We're like, oh my God, you're such a good
yeah,
friend. I'll give you my phone number. But it's because of the connection, not because of the gifts.
yeah,
And sometimes you click with some people, and with some people, even if you try, you just don't. So don't try to
yeah.
force it to get
No,
my
yeah.
number.
Hopefully, like, hopefully, people don't keep trying to, make strange requests like in your lives, because I could only imagine how uncomfortable that is. But
It happens every day, and it's gonna keep happening, but it is
it
what it
happens
is.
every day. Holy shit.
It is what it is. I chose this,
You chose it
and
life?
I
Mm.
like it. I don't like the comments, but it
Yeah.
is. It's funny because yeah, like this is the last thing I'm gonna say, but um, like sometimes the universe or God or whoever you believe in is gonna test you to see if you really want something. Like
Hmm.
maybe you want it when it's easy, right? Like,
Right.
but when it starts to get hard, then you might reconsider it, and then that's like what you do in that moment when it starts to get really difficult. It's what's gonna determine whether you make it or not.
Right.
So things get hard, just keep trying, keep doing it, and then trust me, that's gonna pay off at the end of the day. And like you're gonna have some tough moments, and that's just life. And like I remember this time literally like I was so happy doing lives this and that. And then one day I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I was like, I really want this to work out. And then that day I got the most hate comments. but I'm talking, I almost cried on live, but I held myself, like I was just ignoring it. I wasn't reading it. I tried to ignore it. I was like, I'm not gonna read it aloud, but I was reading it in my head, right? And I was like, oh my God, I made it.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought after that night, literally, I was thinking, do you really want to do this? Like, this is bad. This was bad. And I was like, yeah, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And then it's funny, that's when I started to grow like more. So I don't know. I believe in those things. You don't have to
Yeah.
believe,
No,
you know.
yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with you, but yeah, it's been, a pleasure, chopping it up with you. Pleasure doing this podcast episode with you. We definitely gonna have to, run it back, do a part two, and best believe, you got my support. I'm gonna be tapped into your streams and everything. And 6K in 1 month. Let's make it 12K in a month this upcoming month.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then let double it, double or nothing. So,
Yes.
you know,
Double every month.
yeah. Like what if you get 12K this month, then make it 24K and
What's
then 20, I don't know what 24 is.
48?
Is it 48?
Yes. Two,
Are you
two, four.
sure?
Yeah. You just sum it up.
No, because I
Four.
thought it was 44.
No, 48. If not, I'm gonna
Yeah.
look really.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, look, I'm
It's
gonna do it on the
24.
calculator. Look it.
It's
So
40.
look it. You see 24, right? Where's the camera? 24 plus 24, right?
It's
And then
48.
I press equal. You know what this says?
48. You're yeah.
It says 55.
There's no way. We look stupid.
24 plus 24 is 55.
Please don't post this.
No, I'm lying. I was with you.
Okay, I was like, wait, no, there's no way. It
Yeah.
has to be.
No, I typed
Because
in 55.
no, there's 40. It has to.
I'm messing with you, bro.
Okay, I was like, I'm sure. I'm sure about this. It's
No,
easy. It's 4 plus 4, 2 plus 2. Because
my
there's no
bad.
like, well, you know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
the thing about me. Like, I feel like sometimes I could be
Yeah.
so sure about something, but if you tell me it's not like that, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna question it, which is something bad. But I was
Yeah.
actually believe that he was 55.
Look it. Don't stress out. I was just, being a professional gaslighter.
Oh my God.
Nah, you know what? Um, my bad. I shouldn't have gaslighted you like that. But it's been a pleasure. Thank you, for coming on the pod. And everybody go tap in with her. Like I said, her username is at Erika.Bojorque
Yes.
on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to hit that sub button, but don't just tap in with me, tap in with her. We out.